Hello Canvas users, this is Marie Henderson. In this video we'll consider different uses for the Canvas calendar and then create an event on the calendar. The Canvas calendar is accessible through the global navigation bar along the left side of your screen. The calendar is universal to your account, meaning it displays a personal calendar and the calendars for each course in which you're enrolled. If you're the instructor in the course, you can add events to the calendar for that course. Also, any assignment, discussion board, or quiz you create that has a due date is automatically added to the calendar and shows up on that due date. Since one of the main goals of a Canvas teacher is to communicate with students in a digital classroom space about what's occurring or has occurred in the physical classroom space, I believe the Canvas calendar poses a unique opportunity to be a one-stop shop for students as they try to keep up with coursework from multiple courses and multiple teachers. Though you might see this as duplicating your work as a Canvas teacher, I'd encourage you to see it as one more chance to help students be successful learners in your classroom. To that end, though all due dates show up automatically in Canvas on the Canvas calendar, the origination date of an assignment, discussion board, or quiz is not automatically generated. For example, you might start an assignment on a given lesson on a Monday, but the assignment itself might not be due until Wednesday. You can assist students in keeping up with their work by creating an event on Monday that includes information about getting started on the assignment, as well as a prompt to remember that the assignment is due on Wednesday. Again, this may seem like extra work, but the number of things our young people juggle in a week can be truly overwhelming, and this is just one small way we can assist them. Believe me, you'll be making events and linking them to other Canvas items or files in less than a minute once you practice the skill a few times. Better yet, students and parents alike will be singing your praises when they always know what's happening and when in your classroom. First, let me show you how to access all your Canvas calendars in one place. Notice that each can be turned on or off by clicking the colored box at the left. Also, you can change the color that corresponds with a course by clicking on the three dots at the end of the row. Please notice that these colors can be personalized by anyone. Just because you as the teacher make, for instance, your English course purple does not mean that it will be purple for each student. They can each select their own color preference for each course in which they're enrolled. Let's look at a few of the example events, assignments, discussion boards, and quizzes that are listed here on my calendar. Note the icons for each different type of calendar item. An event is represented by a calendar icon. An assignment is represented by a page with a pencil icon. A discussion board is represented by a couple of chat bubbles. And the quiz is represented by a rocket ship icon. You can see here how the German teacher has included an article for the students to read for their bell ringer, a handout for the activity they'll be doing, and finally a link to the Flipgrid discussion they're going to use. This gives the student a nice overview of what's happening in class on this day, as well as the resources he or she will need to be successful during or after that class. So to create an event, simply click on the date where the event will occur. The calendar event window appears, and you'll give your event a title. For instance, starting with the name of the course so students can easily tell which course this is attached to, and possibly even the date so they know when it's taking place even after they click on it and it gets larger, which sometimes obscures the view of the calendar itself. In math, on August 22nd, maybe we're going to work on linear equation. We don't usually include from or to, as students know when your class is going to occur based on their bell schedule, and we don't include a location as typically students are coming to your classroom. So then the calendar itself, though, needs to be selected. So this is for my example math class. If you just leave your name there, students will never see that event as it's only attached to your personal calendar. Notice also that now that I've selected the math course, since my example math math course is orange, the header up here along the top of the window becomes orange, corresponding with the fact that my example math course has been selected to be orange here in my list of calendars at the right. So now I'm going to select more options, and we'll include some details about what's happening in class on August 22nd. Just like many of the other Canvas features, calendar events make use of the Rich Content Editor. It works exactly the same here as it does when you're creating a page or an assignment. We've already learned to use the links feature in the Rich Content Editor, and we've learned to add images here at the top right, but now let's learn to add a file using the Rich Content Editor. So click on the File tab here between links and images to get started. I'm going to type the word handout here in the Rich Content Editor and highlight it. And then over here under Files, I can either select a file I have already uploaded, or if I scroll further down here, I can choose to upload a new file. So when I click Upload a New File, depending on which browser you use, a new button appears here. In Firefox, I believe this button says Browse, but I'm using Chrome here, so it says Choose File. So if I click there, my File Explorer appears, and I can just grab any PDF, Word document, PowerPoint. Those three probably work best here in Canvas. So I'll just grab this PDF, and I'll click Open, and then over here again under File, and then I can click Upload to get it linked here in the Rich Content Editor. So it flashes yellow, and now that file is linked to the word handout. You'll notice when you hover over it, the name of the file appears there. So maybe they need a link to that file. Maybe they also need a little bit of instructions, so you type out a description of what they'll be doing and what's expected, and etc. And then further on down here below the Rich Content Editor, some of them are duplicated from the event window that originally appeared when you began the creation of this event, but there's also a couple of new things here. One of those things is use a different date for each section. So if you teach this course on a block schedule, you can select this to make it show up for classes that occur on different days. You can also duplicate your event if you are going to use the same basic structure for more than one day. Once you've made decisions about those things, click here on the bottom right to create your event. The event will be saved and added to your Canvas calendar. And here it is. When the students click on it, it shows the things we added, and they're able to navigate to those things effectively to be successful in your Canvas course. As always, if you have questions or you need further assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks, and have a great day.